Okay, we're on. What I want you to do is on this first fully blank page to the right is I want you to come down about an inch. No, actually about a quarter of an inch. Just put a light line across that's horizontal. One thing that you should probably notice, and you probably will notice because it may be a little dizzying, is I will rotate this book quite a bit during the course of this exercise, and I encourage you guys to do the same thing. And again, notice that this is probably about at 45 degrees, 40 to 45 degrees. Now come down about 3/4 of an inch and put a line. Come down a little bit further, maybe 2.5 inches. Put another line, just very lightly. And then come all the way down here and put a line. These should be somewhat light, but very visible. And then from here, what I want you to do is at about a 45-degree angle, we're just going to hatch this entire section at the top. And so what I want you to do, again, try and find that optimal angle. All I'm really going to be doing is moving this book or moving my hand just a little bit, but essentially drawing parallel lines. And what I want you to do is draw them as light as you possibly can. You don't necessarily have to go over one, but just draw this as light as you can. Keep concentrated on, mine are about, I don't know, a little over a 1/16 of an inch apart, but I want to focus on keeping them parallel and starting and stopping at about the right spot. Obviously, not perfect, but oh, that's pretty dark. That's our goal. Parallel, light lines about the same distance apart. Okay. Now I want you to maybe double that space, but add a little bit more pressure and move down. We've got a little bit larger surface area here, but maybe double your pressure. Again, concentrate on parallel. It's not as dark as we can go. Parallel lines that are about the same distance apart. And I'm trying to start and stop at about the right space. And you can see, I mean, I'm not perfect, but I'm not worried about it. Again, this is just some simple little exercises. From there, I want you to rotate this thing, and I want you to draw parallel lines that are vertical to the original orientation of our page. And let's go back to maybe about 1/8 of an inch in between. Here's where you can start to think about those arm mechanics, because you've got to keep your arm and your hand up off of that surface as you draw. But think about what's happening with your shoulder and your wrist and your elbow, all working in concert to try and draw these straight parallel lines. About medium pressure, dark enough to see.